Hello everyone, and welcome to Open Book. Today we are gonna talk about some of the most incredible animals with unique abilities, and on how they adapt and uses it on their daily lives. Before we continue this video, please consider subscribing by clicking the bell button so that you can be updated on any Open Book new videos. Red panda. Believe it or not, were given the name panda roughly 50 years before the well-known black and white variety. Spending most of their time in trees, they're often seen sunbathing on branches. At night they wrap themselves in their fluffy tail, using it as a blanket and pillow. How amazing is that? They are elusive and rarely seen in Nepal, India, Bhutan, China, and Myanmar. Their coats act as camouflage in fir trees, which are photon covered in reddish-brown moss and white lichen. They are crepuscular, meaning most active at dawn or dusk. They're also a skilled climbers capable of descending trees head first. Scent glands at the base of their tail release a strong odor which helps mark a territory and fend off predators, much like a skunk. And with a diet consisting of mostly bamboos, they consume 30% of their body weight per day, totaling up to 20,000 bamboo. That's a lot of bamboo. The red panda's place on the evolutionary tree has been debated, but modern genetic evidence places it in close affinity with raccoons, weasels, and skunks. It is not closely related to the giant panda, which is a bear, though both possess elongated wrist bones or false thumbs, used for grasping bamboo. The red panda inhabits coniferous forests as well as temperate broadleaf and mixed forests, favoring steep slopes with dense bamboo cover close to water sources. It is solitary and largely arboreal. It feeds mainly on bamboo shoots and leaves, but also on fruits and blossoms. Red pandas mate in early spring, with the females giving birth to litters of up to 4 cubs in summer. It is threatened by poaching as well as destruction and fragmentation of habitat due to deforestation. The species has been listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List since 2015. It is protected in all range countries. At the length of 23 to 32 feet, they're the largest member of the dolphin family. They can swim up to 40 miles per day and dive to depths of 500 feet, ranging from the polar regions to the equator. They're found in every ocean and considered the most widely distributed mammals. Aside from using echolocation to hunt and communicate, each pod also has their own distinctive noises for communication. This patch of gray behind the dorsal fins is called a saddle. Hunting in groups called pods, they can reach number of up to 40 individuals. As apex predators, they're at the top of the food chain and hunted by no animal except human. Using cooperative hunting techniques, their hunting behavior is similar to wolf packs. Their massive teeth can grow up to 4 inches long. Their size and hydrodynamic shape allow them to reach speeds of 34 miles per hour. The black and white coloring actually helps them camouflage by obscuring their outline in the water. Andean flamingos are the tallest of all 6 flamingo species. Andean flamingos breed in colonies numbering in the thousands. Constantly moving between ponds and lagoons, they can fly up to 700 miles per day. As the rarest flamingo in the world, they're the only ones that have both a yellow beak and legs. Truly breathtaking. They settle in shallow, closed bodies of water throughout the Andes Mountains. They also communicate both by honking like geese and using gestures like wing salutes, neck movements, and tail flips. As filter feeders, they stir up the water while submerging their beak and head to sift out plankton, larvae, and tiny fish from the mud. They're remarkably known for their pale pink feathers. Chicks form groups called creches which can number in the hundreds. All of the chicks are looked after by just several adult flamingos. What an amazing creature! This Andean flamingo is native to the wetlands of the high Andes mountain range from southern Peru to northwestern Argentina and northern Chile. Andean flamingos are migratory, with the ability to travel up to 700 miles in one day. In the summer, they live in salt lakes, and migrate to the lower wetlands for the winter. Australian sea lion are known for eating a large variety of seafood, even some birds. Their colonies are spread across various coasts of Australia and about 50 surrounding islands. Typically eating about 22 pounds of food per day, they can consume 1/3 of their body weight in one feeding trip. In many cases, the food will be swallowed while in a single gulp. How amazing is that? Their eyes have a third eyelid which is clear and helps protect their eyes underwater. As member of the eared seal group, they have small external ears. You can find a colony of over 1,000 sea lions in a single location at Seal Bay. They form large colonies reaching up to 1,000 individual made up of many small subgroup of about 10 to 15 sea lions. Their back teeth are strong enough to break through hard shells. With an estimated 14,700 individuals remaining, Australian sea lions are one of the rarest species on the planet. This is due to entanglement to marine debris and climate change. Manatees are large, fully aquatic, mostly herbivorous marine mammals sometimes known as sea cows. Both families are from the order of Sirenian, which are closely related to elephants. Their brain-to-body size ratio is the smallest of any mammal. They inhabit the shallow, marshy coastal areas in rivers of the Caribbean Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, the Amazon Basin, and West Africa. Despite their size, they have little fat insulation, and must migrate to warm water that is at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Manatees have shorter snouts, and are usually seen feeding near the surface. Manatees can migrate between both salt and freshwater. Manatees have rougher skin and paddle-like tails. Apart from mothers with their young, or males following a receptive female, manatees are generally solitary animals. Manatees spend approximately 50% of the day sleeping submerged, surfacing for air regularly at intervals of less than 20 minutes. Manatees are capable of understanding discrimination tasks and show signs of complex associative learning. They also have good long-term memory. They demonstrate discrimination and task learning abilities similar to dolphins. Although these gentle giants don't have many natural predators, their biggest threat is actually boat. Slowly swimming around 5 miles per hour, it's nearly impossible for them to maneuver out of the way of fast-moving boats. Between boats, fishing nets, and hunting, their numbers have been declining drastically. The red-eyed tree frog is native to neotropical rainforests where it ranges from Mexico, through Central America, to Colombia. Red-eyed tree frogs inhabit areas near rivers and ponds in rainforests and humid lowlands. To mark territory, they violently shake their perch, sending out vibrations that ward off other frogs. By closing their eyes and tucking their arms and legs close to their body, they hide their colors, helping to camouflage among the leaves. The red-eyed tree frog is very colorful, with a vibrant green body, yellow and blue vertical stripes along its side, a white underside, brightly colored red or orange feet, and red eyes. If threatened, they open their eyes and reveal their dazzling colors, which often startles predators. They have toxins in their skin that is not deadly but leaves a terrible taste in predators' mouths. Adult red-eyed tree frogs are primarily carnivores, eating crickets, moths, grasshoppers, flies, and other insects. Sometimes, they eat smaller amphibians. Tadpoles eat plants, algae, plankton, bacteria, and carrion. After metamorphosis, froglets begin consuming small insects like fruit flies and pinhead crickets. Frogs use their eyes to help swallow by retracting them inward to push the food down their throats. A group of tree frogs is called an army. Their feet are comprised of tiny nanopillars surrounded by a mucus that allows them to scale nearly any surface. If their eggs are threatened, the tadpoles will hatch early to make an escape. The red-eyed tree frog is truly a one-of-a-kind creature. These birds are very wary of humans, but if provoked, they are known to be capable of inflicting serious, even fatal, injuries to both dogs and people. Cassowaries are considered as the world's deadliest bird. They have 5-inch long razor-sharp claws on both middle toes. Cassowaries can jump 7 feet off the ground, which makes them much more dangerous due to them jumping feet first to their target. Typically, all cassowaries are shy birds that are found in the deep forest. They are adept at disappearing long before a human knows they were there. The southern cassowary of the far north Queensland rainforests is not well studied, and the northern and dwarf cassowaries even less so. They have keratin helmets called casque, which are believed to keep them from overheating. They eat around 11 pounds of fruit per day. And this flightless bird run up to 30 miles per hour. Females immediately abandon their eggs as in search of another mate, leaving the males alone to incubate, raise, and protect their young. They are solitary birds except during courtship, egg-laying, and sometimes around ample food supplies. Males are far more tolerant of one another than females, which do not tolerate the presence of other females. Cassowaries feed mainly on fruit, although all species are truly omnivorous and take a range of other plant foods, including shoots and grass seeds, in addition to fungi, invertebrates, and small vertebrates. Also known as the Asiatic elephant, they are distributed throughout the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia, from India in the west, Nepal in the north, Sumatra in the south, and to Borneo in the east. Their trunks contain around 40,000 muscles, compared to 639 muscles in the entire human body. In one day they can drink over 50 gallons of water. What an impressive animal! They spend 16 to 18 hours per day foraging for food while eating about 10% of their body weight. Asian elephants produce high-frequency vocalizations known as chirps, which are unique to Asian elephants. Skin color is usually gray, and may be masked by soil because of dusting and wallowing. Their wrinkled skin is movable and contains many nerve centers. Their ears are as unique as a human fingerprint, each with unique shapes, sizes, folds, cuts, tears, and veins. Calves are dependent on their mother for milk until they're about 3 years old. All females and many male Asian elephants do not have tusks. Instead, some have miniature incisors called tushes. The Asian elephant is the largest living land animal in Asia. Since 1986, the Asian elephant has been listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List, as the population has declined by at least 50% over the last 3 elephant generations, which is about 60 to 75 years. It is primarily threatened by loss of habitat, habitat degradation, fragmentation and poaching. In 2019, the wild population was estimated at 48,323 to 51,680 individuals. Also known as the caribou in North America, is a species of deer with circumpolar distribution, native to Arctic, subarctic, tundra, boreal, and mountainous regions of northern Europe, Siberia, and North America. Arctic peoples have depended on caribou for food, clothing, and shelter. Males and females can both grow antlers which can reach over 4 feet long. The bottom of their hooves are covered in hair which helps them grip the frozen terrain. Reindeer can grow antlers annually, although the proportion of females that grow antlers varies greatly between population and season. Antlers are typically larger on males. Their antlers fall off and grow back larger each year. They can form herds of up to several hundred. In the harsh winter they can form super herds of up to 500,000 while searching for food. A variety of predators prey heavily on reindeer, including overhunting by people in some areas, which contributes to the decline of populations. In traditional United States Christmas legend, Santa Claus's reindeer pull a sleigh through the night sky to help Santa Claus deliver gifts to good children on Christmas Eve. Polar bears are a hypercarnivorous bear whose native range lies largely within the Arctic Circle, encompassing the Arctic Ocean, its surrounding seas and surrounding landmasses. It is the largest extant bear species, as well as the largest extant land carnivore. Their paws measure up to 1 foot across and have tiny bumps called papillae which helps grip the ice and prevent slipping. Males can weigh over 1,700 pounds and reach over 9 feet long. Although it is the sister species of the brown bear, it has evolved to occupy a narrower ecological niche, with many body characteristics adapted for cold temperatures, for moving across snow, ice and open water. Polar bears are classified among whales, dolphins, and seals as marine mammals because they spend most of their lives swimming between Arctic sea ice. They can swim long distances for many hours at a speed of 6 miles per hour. They're not actually white. Their fur is translucent and only appears white because it reflects the light around it. Underneath, they have black skin. Unlike brown bears, polar bears are not territorial. Although stereotyped as being voraciously aggressive, they are normally cautious in confrontations, and often choose to escape rather than fight. Satiated polar bears rarely attack humans unless severely provoked. However, due to their lack of prior human interaction, hungry polar bears are extremely unpredictable, fearless towards people and are known to kill and sometimes eat humans. They can smell their prey up to 0.6 miles away and can even sense them swimming under 3 feet of ice. They hunt by patiently waiting near holes in the ice where seals occasionally come up for air. In general, adult polar bears live solitary lives. Yet, they have often been seen playing together for hours at a time and even sleeping in an embrace. Cubs are especially playful as well. Polar bears can run at speeds of 25 miles per hour. In the summer when the sea ice retreats, they head toward land where they go 4 to 8 months without eating, surviving solely off of their fat stores. To clean their coats, they take snow baths by rolling and rubbing their bodies in the snow, which helps keep their fur clean and well insulated. Because of expected habitat loss caused by climate change, the polar bear is classified as a vulnerable species. For decades, large-scale hunting raised international concern for the future of the species, but populations rebounded after controls and quotas began to take effect. We hope you like this video. If you want for more quality video like this, consider subscribing by clicking the channel icon. You can watch the playlist for more videos. See you until then.